Be blessed. I am Father Jeffrey Waltrip, and it is an honor to be, as always, a voice of He who is the voice. When are you most vulnerable? I ask that because we all have those times in which we're more vulnerable than others. And I had a pastor once, I remember when I was a child, he used to say one of those times that we're most vulnerable is when we go up to communion to receive the Lord in His body and His blood. And I always thought about that. And sometimes when I was a kid, when I would go up to receive the Eucharist, my knees would be trembling, because I was just like, I am totally 100% in the presence of God. With my flaws and imperfections and stubbornness, Jesus was there still for me. And my pastor used to say that after we receive communion, the Eucharist, that we should automatically go to the pew and kneel down, and humble ourselves before the Lord, because we're so vulnerable. And when we're kneeling down before the Lord, we should pray. I think about Matthew's Gospel, chapter 15, verse 21 through 28, where the Canaanite woman, she came before Jesus, and what did she do? She just fell to her knees in front of Jesus. She was so humbled and just begged the Lord to heal her daughter. That's what we should do after we receive the Eucharist. I think we should go at that vulnerable time of our life, fall to our knees. And I remember as a child, I would pray for my parents, or I'd pray for one of my sisters or my brother who were having a difficult time, or maybe I had a test that I was coming up, and I was happened to perform in the band for some other reason I was nervous about, and I would just offer up that Eucharist for that intention. If you want a little hint, notice every time I receive communion at Mass, I always stop after I receive communion and I say a prayer. People give Mass intentions, and so I think of that Mass intention every time right after I've received communion, because I'm at my most vulnerable, and so God is going to hear that prayer even deeper, I feel like, Or I may pray for, if you knew that we go and every priest has to offer up one Mass for the intention for everybody in the parish. So one Mass, that is my intention. But you'll notice every time I pause. Why? It's because I'm offering up at my most vulnerable time that prayer and that special intention. So today, I think as we come before the Lord and we look at when are we most vulnerable, one of those times is when we receive the Eucharist, or when we receive this spiritual communion. And if you're watching a video about Mass, that it is in those times that we should pause and pray for a special intention. I'm Father Jeffrey Waltrip, and it is an honor to be a voice of He who we always know is the voice.